can add, before you could only add one picture. Now you can add several pictures, and it doesn't take away from the character count, all right? You can even tag on Twitter. How many people know what I mean when I say tag?
You can post something.
Yeah. When you tag, primarily it's with a photograph. I don't know if with Facebook, maybe some of you might be familiar with that. But tagging is really where you put a name to a picture. Okay, and so that's one of the things that Twitter allows you to do now. You can tag, but we want to deal with retweeting, and I'm trying to find something here, and I can't find it right now. So let me go on. I brought up my Twitter account, and so we need to give focus to, and because I'm using Apple TV, I can only use one monitor. So I'll let you to give focus to this monitor, and can you adjust it so they can see, as best they can. All right. Just looking at that, what's my Twitter handle? What's my Twitter handle?
Akbar 1.
Not just Akbar 1. You could have said that's right. The Twitter handle always got to mention that @ sign, @Akbar 1. And anybody on Twitter, their Twitter handle will always have the @ sign in front of it. All right. So it's @ whatever their name is. So mine is @Akbar 1. Okay. And you can see I sent out a couple of tweets just since I came here this morning. See that last tweet I sent out 53 minutes ago. What was that tweet? Can y'all see?
Every class starting now at the Mosque.
That's it. And then what's that second part of that tweet?
First Sunday. Hashtag.
Okay. Hashtag First Sunday. What does the hashtag mean?
Hashtag is.
What do we do when we the hashtag?
It refers to something.
Hashtag. Remember it's like set up like a subject. If you want to go on Twitter, and they use hashtags to identify a subject, and anyone can use a hashtag. But if I want someone to just stand into Twitter and they just type in hashtag First Sunday, all the tweets on the first Sunday will come up under there. Okay, that's how that works. All right. Hashtag. The hashtag looks like that number sign. You see the number sign on your on the keyboard? That's what it is, a number sign. It's that's the hashtag. Let me show you what it is.
First Sunday, right there.
See this symbol right in front of that? Right in front of First Sunday? I know you go. Okay, this the pound sign. Number sign, pound sign. In Twitter, that's called a hashtag. Okay. All right. Okay. So, but also.
Pardon me.
Yes.
Could you just reiterate that anything that's on the first Sunday, when you hashtag it, automatically links all those hashtags?
Yes. Yeah. He asked me to make sure to let you know that anything that's on the first Sunday, when you do the hashtag First Sunday, whatever links that come up will come up relating to First Sunday. Now, we use First Sunday here. Somebody else may use First Sunday too. All right. So when you look at, if you do hashtag and you can type it in right at the top when you're searching, you can type in hashtag and then put whatever you want to put behind it, and these links will come up, and then you can just click on them. Hashtag First, I put hashtag the Mosque Hairs, all right, and that will come up. In fact, on the side of my Twitter, you see where it says discover. That's the hashtag. Yeah, and it's from my, now I'm using my iPad. When you use a computer, the Twitter, the screen may look a little different. It's similar, but it may look just a little different. All right, but this is my home page. All right, now, retweeting. What do we mean when we retweet? Okay, well, I sent this tweet out. And now, you see right up under here where it says, retweet? All right. If if I click on that, because I asked someone to retweet. Let me just, before I do that though, let me show the symbol for it. This symbol right here, that's the retweet symbol. If you just look at this, that symbol right there. So if you want to retweet, and what does it mean by retweeting? What someone is doing is they're just sharing, similar to Facebook, they're just sharing that particular tweet. So if I click on the retweet, see who retweeted my tweet? What does it say?
Mosque, or Wake Up to the Human Life.
Wake Up to Human Life. But Wake Up to Human Life is the Mosque's Twitter account. Right? All right. So they retweeted. And so now, let me tell you the effects of this and why it's important. You're in business now, right? You're in business. You got a sale on some items or whatever you're selling. You sit up here, and someone comes in and sees some of the items that you have for sale, and they say, we need to let people know that you're here and what you have for sale. Now you can take a picture of that table if you want to, and if you have a tweet, you can put it in your, and you can develop a tweet. You can compose a tweet. That's what they mean. You can compose a tweet, and you send it out. Now let's suppose you have 200 followers. That tweet goes to all 200 of your followers. But if someone retweets that tweet, they take it and they just may add a few things and they retweet it, it goes to all of their followers. Now they may have 1,000 followers. Okay? Then someone else, one of those followers may retweet it to some of their followers. All right? And they may have 10,000 followers. All right? And whenever you retweet and send that out or share with someone, it goes to the followers in your that you have that follow you. All right? Did you see the power of Twitter and the power of getting information out? Just think about when we used to have to buy advertising. You remember you used to buy advertising and try to advertise a product or advertise a service? Just think of how much it would have cost to try to, in fact, how many papers could you get into to get information out to 10,000 people? I mean, how much would it cost you just half an hour on a radio station, a 30-minute spot? You know how much that costs just to get, you can just get an idea of what it would cost to get information about your business or product. Well, here it is. Here's a program, Twitter, similar to Facebook, here's Twitter, that can do that for you. And how much have I spent? Not a dime. Haven't spent a dime. All right. This is the power of social media. Okay, and this is the power. And so this is why I want to teach this so you can understand. This is what Magic Johnson called in his presentation. He said in technology, the great equalizer. The great equalizer. You're not at the mercy of a radio station or a TV station or a newspaper. You're not at the mercy of them. Well, we can't print that. Well, this is how much it's going to cost you to put that in our paper. Well, you don't have to do that now. If you understand how to use social media. All right, so that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this. Yes?
It wouldn't let me retweet it on my phone. I could see the tweet from the Mosque Cares, but
you can do it.
See my retweet on your page, on your home page.
Well, do you follow me?
Yeah, I'm following you.
Then just go to your. No, I saw. Yeah, so if you go to yours, you got to be able to retweet it.
So I have to go to my page.
You go to your home. Yeah, go on your timeline.
I can retweet from your page.
No, you got to retweet from your timeline.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so that was a little technical talk. But what it is in order for you to retweet, you have to go to your own page to retweet on your own timeline. That's what Twitter calls theirs. They call it the timeline. All right. Okay, so now, yes.
Twitter calls it a timeline as well as Facebook?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Or Twitter feed. They use those terms interchangeably. A Twitter feed, timeline, they use both. Okay. Also, I wanted to cover, now let's see if I can get what I'm looking for here.
You familiar with the global Dawa that Mosque participated in
Yes.
yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, global.
Without the internet, it wouldn't have been possible.
You're right. You want to say something about the brothers? You want to say?
No, actually, Robin, she always duck out the room. We actually took a few pictures, and if you all on our contact list, you might have got some photographs of us lined up outside the mosque with these purple shirts on that says, see, that's why I need Robin. Why is Robin on the mic? Oh, you can stay. Oh, you want me to?
Oh, yeah.
Sister Robin, could you come into the meeting room quickly, if you hear me? Robin, Mohammed, I hear my baby. My 3-year-old, she might have her attention. But, that was it. That was it. This, she can explain to you better, but it was a global dawah effort because on Patriotism Day that was done by a group called Global Dawah, and IGNA, a part of IGNA, which is, I'm trying to think of the subsidiary. What's the name that's on the bus? The other bus is on. What's the name of the group that we, the purple t-shirts? Global Dawah. I brought it up, but I don't have all the information at my fingertips. What's the subsidiary that we connected with?
Well, we went to Why Islam.
Yeah, Why Islam. A lot of you all have heard of Why Islam. Why Islam, that's a part of IGNA.
Yes, part of IGNA. And it's like they just have information, so if a person wanted to know about Islam, they can go to the site and just have general information.
Right, but this was on 6 different continents.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
All at the same time yesterday. So if you participated and with the Mosque Cares, and some people are just doing dawah, helping people on the street, just random acts of kindness, like you hear about from Christians often do this. And some people show photographs of them in their meeting. We showed a photograph of us after Jummah, and we also had a table set up because this is going out to millions of people on 6 different continents. So our doors were open all day yesterday for anyone that wanted to come to the Mosque Cares and pick up some pamphlets and get some general information on what Islam is all about. You know, who are Muslims and who are we? And we wore these purple T-shirts that asked, "What is your goal?" And they had like a little soccer ball, little scene with a ball, and what is your goal? And it spoke of all these different interests that we have in our daily life. You know, it was an excellent program. I'm going to take over this.
That's okay.
But 6 different continents, I couldn't pass it up. You know, and they said we was close to 2 billion Muslims. You know, so it was a time for us to show unity. And it was called the Dawah Unity Day yesterday.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. All right. So let me continue on now. As you know, in Facebook, people friend you in Facebook, right? Okay, now the room got quiet. We talked about Facebook before. People friend you on Facebook, right?
Right.
And in Facebook, if they friend you, you have to accept their friend request, right?
You don't have to, but choose to.
You can ignore it.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay. I mean, you have to accept their friend request in order for them to be a friend of yours. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't complete the question. I'm sorry. Correct. But Twitter is different. Am I correct? How many Twitter? In Twitter, you have followers. And people can follow you, and they don't need your permission to follow you. No? Not in Twitter? Okay. So, but if someone is following you, and you don't particularly like the way their tweets and stuff like that, you can block them. All right? You can block them. All right? And now I really wanted to demonstrate that. I learned how to demonstrate it on the computer. I'm going to see if I can demonstrate it, but let me speak about it first. And also, let me just say this. When someone sends me a friend request, a request, no, not a request. When someone tells me that they follow me on Twitter, and if you have a Twitter account, you connect it with your email, you get an email that lets you know that you have a new follower. I get them all the time, right? And they ask you, do you want to follow them back? I never